Just when you thought I fucked off for good, I am back with Minecraft Beta Survival LP number 10. So, it has been a while, even by my standards. I don't think I've uploaded in about 4 weeks, and I do apologize for that. I wish I had a good excuse to give you, but I really don't. I've really just been bogged down with school and work. School takes up literally my entire week, and much of my weekend, and the weekend is the only time I can work. So that keeps me pretty busy and leaves me with very little time to actually record. So I apologize for that. So for those of you who've been waiting for the next installment in the series, we are here, finally. And for those of you who are waiting for the next installment in the Postal 4 Let's Play, I plan to record that right after this, actually. And for those who are waiting for the next installment of the Sunken Island LP thing with Clungus Ron, keep in mind, he is also in the same situation as me, quite busy, even busier than me, actually, so we're doing our best. But anyway, all of that aside, we are back. And I did decide, I don't think I updated you on this, I did decide to add this little detail on the inside of the castle with the indentations and the torches. We have it on the outside, and in the last LP, I debated adding it on the inside. I wasn't sure if it was worth the work. But I went ahead and did it, and I'm glad I did, because it looks way better. Oh! I'm not going to fix that right now. But one thing, let me sleep, actually, so I can show you. So, I complained about how asymmetric the caps were on the corners of this wall. I don't know what this cow is. He figured it out. He got there. He got there eventually. But this part of it was very asymmetric, and I was complaining about that, but I went ahead and fixed it. I'm not sure if I'm 100% happy with these corners, but I feel like it's a big step in the right direction, and that's for revenge. Well, this is pretty retarded. Actually, I have a whole stack of dirt, I just noticed, for no particular reason. It just happens to be in my inventory. No, so in this episode, there are really two things I want to do, one of which we are not going to be able to finish, not even close. So first, I want to add a detail to the world. I want to add a giant sword sticking out of the ground somewhere. And it's really just a lore thing. It's going to be like a giant sword, like it was wielded by, you know, whatever giants used to inhabit these lands before we showed up. No real story behind it. I just kind of want to add it as a cool little detail. Now, the issue with that is that wool is pretty hard to get. Very hard to get, actually, simply because we cannot farm. Not in this version. So, in order to get that wool, we're going to have to perform a little ritual, unfortunately. I don't like to resort to black magic, but I'm really left with no choice. This is the way in beta, I'm afraid. God damn it, I'm fucking this up. Just gotta get ourselves situated up here. If I can stop falling the fuck out of it every 2 seconds. There we go. Gotta get right in the center so we're not being pushed. Here we go. Okay, so we should have everything we need somewhere. I can't exactly control where it gets summoned. It should be around here somewhere. Could be all the way out there on the boat. I don't know. Here. This must be it. Yeah, that actually looks like exactly as much as we need. Isn't that a funny coincidence? Okay, so I wouldn't do this if, you know, I kind of didn't have to, but the amount of time it would take to legitimately get all of this wool is just absurd. And, well, you know, I want to get the next LP out before, you know, the end of the year. That'd be nice. So, where are we going to build this thing at? That I have not really decided on. I thought about up here, but I don't know. I kind of want to do something else with that. I don't know what yet. I think the storage should be sticking out of some kind of, like, stone mountain. Like, that makes the most sense to me. But we don't exactly have those in this version, so what are we going to do? Because the sword is going to be a lot like the village out there, kind of out of the way, just a detail for fun that kind of hints at some sort of lore that I'm far too lazy to develop. I mean, there wouldn't be too bad. That'd be a good place to build it, but I feel like it's a little too blatant. I want it out of the way. but also semi-visible like the village over there, so I don't really know what to do. Okay, I see a big mountain over there. Now, I have not actually considered the world height. That is one thing that could get in the way. Is there a world height limit in this version? I'm not even sure. The sun is going down. I sure hope we can get there in time. This is cool. I like this. I kind of want to do something with it, but it's so far away from everything else. I don't know. God, this... I don't know how it works exactly, but it works. That is my village. I went in a giant circle, and where the fuck did all these mushrooms come from? These weren't here when I built this. These had to have just generated, because I would have noticed this. Probably. I lost sight of exactly where we were going some time ago. Was it here? I think it might have been here. Let's get to the top of this little bit here. Let's see, I don't think it was with these trees. Where the hell was it? Oh, maybe it was. No, I think this is right. Yeah, up here. So we're up here in the clouds now. I think this is a good spot. Yeah, there's the boat. Okay. This could work. Where are we? Yeah. Yeah, so actually no, because I'm going to go up just a little bit. I just looked it up, actually, and we're about to hit the limit right here. Yeah. Yeah, we're capped at 128. And I've estimated... Actually, no, I know exactly. This thing is going to be 64 tall. So that doesn't give us a whole lot of room. God damn it. Okay, so I was planning anyway to only have the sword, like, half buried in. So I only really have to do half the sword. I actually didn't account for that when I was calculating how many blocks we would need and how much height we would have. Even then, this doesn't give us enough space. So I would have to scale the sword down, because the sword is like 72 pixels, or it's exactly 72 pixels, actually. And I was going to do 4 blocks per pixel. So that'll be fairly large. I don't really want to scale it down, honestly. I really don't want to do that. I should have brought a bed. God damn it. There's just a single red mushroom growing on the sand here. I don't even know if I knew that mushrooms could grow on sand, but apparently they can. Well, this is not the start of something great. Okay, I should have everything I need now. Let's do this. You know, honestly, as I think about it, I think I would rather scale it down a little bit and not have it be so ridiculous. I haven't actually test builded this in a creative world like I usually do. So I don't even know if the 4x4 I originally had planned would actually look good or just look kind of silly. I mean, it'd be a perfect 4-to-1 replica, so, well, as much of a replica as we can do, given that these aren't the exact colors that are used in the art. So even if I started it here, we would only have about 20 blocks. And if I scale down to a 3x3... Oh, this is so annoying. Jesus Christ. Fuck the world height limit in this version. I'm just gonna say it. This is bullshit. Even if I went down to 2x2 per pixel in the art, if I started here, I still wouldn't have enough. I would need 24. Because after cutting out the bottom half of the sword, it'll be about 12 pixels tall. And if I scale down to 2, then it'd be 24 pixels, or 24 blocks tall. And that would not be enough even if I started here. So I'd have to start, like, down here, but then it's... Oh my god, this does not work at all. It seems that all of the structures I would like to build this on are just necessarily going to be way too tall. They don't leave me with enough headroom, and I'm not sure there's actually a way around that. Ooh, I think I just found a cool little thing here. Hold on. Let's try to hit that. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Yeah, that's nice. I'll be honest, I don't know how I'm going to use the rest of the world, because we've been focusing strictly on the village so far. Almost strictly, because I'd like to complete that before moving on. But when we do move on, I can't say I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, this is cool too. Well, this pumpkin has a hat. Now, there's just one little issue with this area here, which is that it's completely and totally out of the way, so there's basically no point in even building it here, because we're never going to see it at all. Why is this game such bullshit right now? Why? Why? I just want to build this one stupid thing. Why is it taking me 30 minutes to build this one stupid thing? You know, I'm honestly thinking at this point, because we can see everything from here, I think I'm going to cut these trees down and build it there. That might be best. The sun is going down, though, so it's time for a classic beta tactic. Nice. I was worried I might fall off the edge because I haven't actually tried that yet, but it does in fact work. Am I really going to leave those? So I don't know if I explained this in the last LP. If I did, then I'll just cut this part out, I guess. But if not, when I was filming a Sunken Island episode with Clungus Ron, I ended up loading into this world in whatever version we were in. I think we're in like 1.5 or 1.6 or something like that. And not beta, release 1.6. And it was a total accident. I wasn't trying to load into this world. But as it was loading, I just like closed Minecraft halfway through because I realized, oh shit, if I loaded into this world in 1.6, that could trash the whole fucking world, and I haven't backed up in a while, so that would kind of be a disaster. Thankfully, nothing seems affected. I seem to have stopped it in the nick of time, so that was a really close call. I did not think to bring an axe, because I was going to build this on top of a mountain, so I figured I wouldn't need an axe, but, yeah, things change. Okay, that should be the last tree I should get out of the way. Yeah, I think we'll be good. We won't actually see it from the village. We could see it from the boat, maybe. But this is kind of the point. This is about how out of the way I want it. Now, we have 27 blocks of headroom here. The height limit is 127, or 128, I think. So if we're going to do it here, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it now, we are going to have to do a 2-to-1 instead of the 4-to-1 that I was wanting to do. I really hope this turns out okay. I really hope this turns out to be worth it. I do know the clouds could be a bit of an issue. But then again, I kind of like the idea of it extending above the clouds. It makes it a little more grand, so yeah, let's just get to work. So I'm going with black and yellow because that's really the closest I can get. In the actual image, these outlines are like a kind of weird, almost olive green looking thing. We don't have that though, and the green wool will not cut it. I have tried that. It doesn't work. So this is pretty much the best we can do, but oh well. So I think I'm gonna do logs for the handle, just because there's really nothing better. I don't think we actually have brown wool in this version. There are brown sheep. That's the only way I could get it, but I haven't seen any. We can always fix this in the future if it really looks better. For now, we're going to go with the logs. Okay, I guess that's it. It took way fewer blocks than I expected because we had to scale it down. I sure hope we can actually see it at some point. I hope these clouds go away. At least briefly. It looks a little weird. A little weird this close. Maybe if we move back, it'll look better. I did actually want to add some highlights. Just take some light wool and stick it in somewhere. Just for a little detail. Okay, let's stand back a bit and see. Actually, you know what? No, I see what's wrong. I missed something. I missed one thing. One last little one. And then we can actually call this done. Until I catch something else I missed, of course. God damn it, I can't fucking reach. There. And this one is actually supposed to be completed. Okay, that looks correct. That looks symmetric now. Ooh, God, that looks so bad from this angle. That looks terrible. But generally, we're not going to be looking at it straight up. We're going to be looking at it from over there. So, I think I'll give myself a pass on that one, at least for now. Gather all my hard-earned wool. And let's actually see what this looks like. Okay. Okay. Much better. It's still so, like, not impressive, though. Like, god damn it, dude. Maybe it would have been better if we just stuck it in the ground. You know? Just stuck it in the ground somewhere else. Where I can actually make it a 4x4, and that would have looked really cool. Let's go back to the boat and get the full look at this. I gotta remember to take these blocks out because they don't look great. That's one of those beta things that doesn't really work. Like that back there, that's kind of cool. That, nah. We're running out of daylight. We gotta hurry. Oh shit, can we make it? I hate this. That I hate. Alright, let's see. Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's cool. I'm happy with that. If it were bigger, I think it would actually look ridiculous. I think that's okay. You know, from back here at least. Okay, you know what? I was ready to call this a bit of a failure, kind of a semi-failure, but that's actually kind of nice. I kind of like it. Okay, well, that's the one thing that we can complete out of the way. The other thing, I don't have to tell you what it is because you read the title. I want to start working on the Great Hall. My original plan was to add all the buildings and then do the Great Hall, but I don't really want to inhibit the Great Hall with the buildings. You know, we have the core buildings in place, the farmer house, the, what the hell is I calling it? The tavern, the blacksmith, and then just a little miscellaneous house there. So, you know, we have the core things in place. I do want to add like a library somewhere. I know that's one thing I wanted to add. There was something else. I can't totally remember. I know a potion shop, although we can't really do much with that because we don't have potions in this version. So that kind of sucks. Everything is coming together. So anyway, we're going to start on the Great Hall. I at least want to get like the foundation, like the outline. And I almost don't even have to look in the chest because I am just perpetually out of cobblestone. Let's see. Almost a stack and a half. What else? What else? It's probably it. We're going to need stairs. Absolutely. Absolutely going to need stairs. We're going to need stone. That's for sure. We totally don't have enough. I'm sure of that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is all over cobblestone. So you know what that means. But first, let's fix this hole. Cool. Second, before we go to the mine, because goddamn, I want to at least get the outline done. I want to do what I can with what I have. Why do I not have tools? What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, so I really want to get to the nether soon so I can replace these, you know, kind of hacky looking... I didn't even finish this one. I don't even have torches to finish it. What the fuck? So I want to upgrade these, make them look better. We need glowstone for that, so we got to go to the nether soon. The thing about the nether, I don't know if I've already said anything about this. I think I've already debated this in some previous episode, but the thing about the nether is I want to build the portal underneath the Great Hall here, but we haven't built that yet. And I kind of want to build that first. That way everything's in place and I know exactly where I'm going to put the portal underneath. But I don't really want to wait that long to go to the nether. I kind of want to go there, check it out, you know, do what we can. I might build like a kind of informal nether portal somewhere and kind of decorate it and make it look like it's part of the scenery and everything. And I think we'll go to the nether soon. Probably in the next episode, actually. Because I do want to check that out and change things up a bit. We've been in the overworld the entire series. So let's do something a little new, a little bit more interesting. So I think I'll have it open like that. And then maybe like that. And then maybe even one more. We're going to have a somewhat large staircase. There we go. I think that's... Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Okay, so I think I might have a little center part here. I mean, I want it to line up with the walkway, so it's kind of how we're going to have to do it. And then the stairs will be in the middle here, and then I'll have, like, guardrails or whatever. So, start like this. You know, I'm almost thinking of having, I don't know what you would call it, but just kind of a little part here. I think it's going to be, like, 2 sets of stairs that lead up. I don't want the Great Hall to, like, exceed the height of the wall, because that would look kind of weird, I imagine, from the outside especially. Okay, so, right. I have to waste 2 on each of these because, beta. Okay, so it won't be cobble, I'll be using slabs for this, but just to outline it, I'm going to have the side going up like this, and whatever's going to be in the middle here, probably nothing too crazy, just something like that. I think I'll make it a little taller even. Okay, I think we'll continue the staircase right here. Just like that. We'll probably go up another 3, I think. Yeah, so I think we'll stop here because this should leave us with just enough height for, the Great Hall itself to actually look cool. I'm worried that I'm kind of taking up too much of this space, though, because half of it so far is just a stupid staircase. I hate to even think about moving this back because I can't actually get these cobble stairs back. I have tons of them, so it's not a huge deal, but yeah, I don't get them back when I mine them, so damn. You know what? I have gotten ahead of myself. This is too much. It takes up too much space. It doesn't leave enough for the actual hall itself. It's going to be like mostly stairs, and that's kind of retarded. So I think I'm going to move this back like a couple, maybe. Okay. I think that's more like it. And instead of doing 3, I'm just going to do 2. I wanted a grand staircase, so it's a little bit of a letdown. We are really settling in this episode. That was really, really sad. But hopefully it turns out to be like the sword, where it looks bad at first, but actually works out pretty well. Speaking of which, I haven't seen it from here yet. I don't know if I actually can. I might have to go up to the boat to see it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you have to come up here to see it. Okay, now that the clouds are clearing, we can see it in its full glory, just before the sun goes down. The sun is just racing the clouds. Come on. Get the hell out of the way. Get out of the way so I can see it. Alright, there we go. And there's another one. God damn it. Well, there it is. The handle doesn't stand out too much. I might fix that at some point, but whatever. Also, the reason I went with a golden sword instead of a diamond sword, I know the diamond sword is kind of the iconic sword of the game, but for some reason the gold sword just made a little bit more sense to me. I feel like it's such a bad sword. It looks great, first off. It looks great, but it's such a bad sword. It almost feels like a flex to use it because it's like, I'm so good, I don't even need to use the diamond. I can use this crappy, worse than wooden durability gold sword. Okay, let's finish this. Or the foundation of this, rather. And just as a placeholder, I'll put this here for now. I don't exactly know what I want to be at the center. I don't know yet. And then we'll put the next set of stairs right here. Yeah, that's aligned. Okay. And we'll only do 2 stairs for each level, just so we don't take up way too much space. Placeholder, once again. And this will be the main... I don't even know what you would call it, actually. Just kind of an outside area where you might hang out before going into the Great Hall. God, I don't know. I don't know about the space. We are not left with an incredible amount of space. I have to skimp on something. I've already skimped on the stairs, but I don't know if that'll actually be enough. Whatever. We'll do what we can. And I was thinking that... Oh, god damn it. I keep forgetting that I have to do this. I have to place the bottom one and then the top one. So even just to test things out, I have to spend a lot of these. And I'm not a huge fan of that, but this is basically what I had in mind. It's going to curve out like this and kind of wrap around a bit. And we'll have this little kind of crescent-shaped area where people might hang out just out front. Alright, there goes our stone slabs. Yeah, we have to go back to the mine, actually, because I do not have enough to even finish the foundation right now. I made 2 iron picks already. I might go as far as to make... Yeah, because we have 22 diamonds. I'm making a diamond shovel, or a pickaxe, or whatever I'm making. I'm making it. There. I haven't held one of these in a while. I've been very stingy with my diamonds, because you kind of have to be in this version. They just do not come easy. And while I'm thinking about it, why don't I fix my non-existent armor? That's kind of a problem. Got our tools, got our torches, we need food, for sure. I think we're good. So I've been hearing a lot about the latest planned version of Minecraft 1.21. There's been a lot of hype around it for some reason. I've heard some people refer to it as like a turning point in Minecraft. And I'm not really sure what to think about it at this point. I'm not sure. It seems like the main thing they're adding are these trial chambers, which are these procedurally generated sets of rooms where you'll have to fight various mobs. I can't remember the name of it, but they are adding a new mob that you'll have to fight in there. They're adding a new kind of spawner. I don't know where I'm going down here. I'm I'm just walking and talking. But they're adding a new kind of spawner where it spawns, the number of mobs that it spawns is based on the number of people that are near it. And that could be cool for co-op maps. If you're making a co-op map and you want a nice, god damn it, this always seems to happen to me. But if you're making a co-op map and you want a nice natural way to scale the number of mobs that spawn based on how many people are playing, that's a nice way to do it. I don't have any serious problem with anything that I saw in this version, but I can't say I'm really excited about it. I honestly just don't care that much. And that's how I feel about a lot of updates that have come by recently. I don't really bother to keep up tabs on them because they just don't interest me a whole lot. It's not a remotely original take on this, but I am very much of the opinion that I think Minecraft would be a lot better if a lot of these changes that have been added recently were really just left up to modders to create. Because a lot of them really just feel like mods. They feel like things that I would see in a mod. And fortunately, they've done this in a way where you don't really have to deal with a lot of these things if you don't want to. And I don't hate all of the changes. I actually really like the new caves that they added. I'm not sure if I've even explored all of them myself. I don't think I've seen every type with my own eyes. But I really like the new caves. I do actually think they're fun to walk through. But when I try to think of recent, kind of major additions to the game that have really blown me away and piqued my interest, I can't really think of many. It's mostly things that I hope just kind of stay out of my way. Now, to be fair about all of this, I understand. It's okay, if you're Mojang, what exactly is the point in your existence? I mean, they primarily, as far as I understand at least, they primarily work on Minecraft. That's really the thing that they do. And it's if you're not, I'm sure they feel a pressure to constantly add new things to the game to justify their own existence. And I'm not saying that cynically. I can't imagine it would be otherwise. But I'm still not a huge fan of that, the need to constantly be adding things. It kind of reminds me, it's a very loose analogy, but it sort of reminds me of Activision/Treyarch with Call of Duty, where they feel the need to keep doing it. Why would they drop the ball one day and say, no more COD? But if you push yourself too much, you just can't really do anything interesting. You're doing a lot of uninteresting things very quickly. And I don't think that's superior to just not doing anything at all. Biding your time, thinking about what really fits with the game. And I guess that's what this is all about. What aesthetic is Minecraft trying to head towards? And maybe it's just because I've been playing... How long have I been playing? Since late 2011, early 2012. So I grew up when Minecraft was a much more basic game. The base experience was way more basic. And I guess that's what I've always kind of come to expect of Minecraft. So when that gets changed slowly but surely over time, it just kind of hits me the wrong way personally. It's not what I want to see. Like I said, they tend to do these changes in a way where you don't really have to deal with a lot of them if you don't want to. The Elytras, for example. Me and Colungus have talked about this multiple times. They're nice, sure. If you have a huge world, they're incredibly convenient. And, it's kind of like sprinting. Yeah, there's a charm to not being able to sprint in this version. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't complain about it a lot. I often want to sprint because I have places to get and only so much time in a day, both in the game and in real life. And no one should take anything I'm saying here as me complaining. I'm really not, because at the end of the day, I can play whatever version I want. I can play whatever mods I want. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to deal with anything I don't like. And Mojang does not seem to be trying to inhibit that in any way. And as long as that remains the case, I'll leave them to it. I don't really care what they do at any serious level, but I do wonder if anything is being lost in the way that they change the game, in the way that they add things which are kind of extravagant and kind of seem like they should be left up to modders and people who want to install the mods, not be a base part of the game. Okay, I think I've had about enough of this mining, and that should be enough to at least finish the base. How did I get here? Here, I think? Okay, we're finally free. My God, I feel like I have to mine every single episode because I build something massive that requires cobblestone, a lot of it, and it just totally runs me out. This is getting too repetitive. I got impatient and built another 3 furnaces, and it'll probably stay this way forever. I don't think I'll take them down, because that's pretty efficient. Okay, so I was thinking that these stone slabs might look good like this. I think that could work, but I am going to have the floor up here be out of the same material, and I wonder if that's going to look kind of silly. I think that'll work. Now, as far as the centerpiece goes, are we going to do the same thing? Am I going to be so daring as to do the exact same thing? I think I am. Although I do wonder, if I did this, that part might look a little strange, but what about this? Yeah, I don't know. Because it's a little bulkier here than it is here, and I don't really like that. From this side, it looks pretty good, though. And I think I'll just go out one more. Just one more like that. And I think that'll be the end of it, and it'll pretty much lead straight into the Great Hall, like right here. Okay. Yeah, this is basically what I had in mind. I think I'm going to get rid of this, actually. Just open it up a little bit right here. So yeah, this is basically going to lead right into the Great Hall. And I'm thinking the layout is basically going to be you come in, there's probably going to be a dining area. You know, I have that one building in Skyrim in mind. I can't remember the name of anything in Skyrim for some reason. I don't have an incredible number of hours in the game, but I just cannot recall what anything is called, but I can always picture it. But I'm imagining that hall in, I think, Whiterun, where we're going to have like a little dining area immediately, and that's going to lead to like the king's throne or whatever. And I think we might even put like a prison or a dungeon or whatever underneath the Great Hall. Because I mean, any town is going to have some kind of jail or dungeon. I think that could go under the Great Hall, and I think that's the way it's set up in the Whiterun building, although I don't exactly remember. I don't think I'm going to do anything else here, because I don't think there's anything useful or interesting I can really do here. Yeah, I think I'm going to call this the end of this part of the project. The Great Hall is by no means finished. There is plenty to do. I want the inside to be really cool, and I really hope these stairs aren't too ridiculous. I mean, we're really going to have to push this thing back. It's going to be like running into this wall. But hopefully we can make it work. Hopefully we have enough space to make it cool and interesting on the inside. I don't mean to blue ball you with this, but I did want to start on it at the very least, just to kind of show what I have in mind for it. So for now, I'm thinking we'll put the dungeon underneath this Great Hall once it's finished. We'll put the nether portal under there. In the next episode, I think we should go to the nether. It's been a while. We're pretty deep into the series at this point, and we have not gone there yet, and that's kind of silly. So let's check the nether out in the next episode, try to find something cool. And before I wrap this one up, I want to take care of something that I've been talking about for a while. I kind of want to take care of this grass. Not all of this, obviously. I mean, that's way too much work. You know, I kind of want it to look more like this. So I'd like to at least do that before we wrap up. I even want to trim this a little. It looks kind of unnatural. I probably screwed with it. And since we have the diamonds, I think I'm going to make a diamond shovel. I feel a little silly spending a diamond on a shovel in beta, but God, I'm so tired of these iron shovels breaking on me every 2 seconds. Not gonna do. So let's trim this up a little first off. Move it back a little like this. Yeah, make it look a little bit more natural. I like that. And now this. I want to get it off the wall. And there's a good chance I might have to add to the wall. Yeah. Yeah, I will. Like, do you see that? Did you see when I just, like, randomly started mining really fast? That, I think I've talked about this before. That happens a lot in this version, and I don't know why it happens. And I wish I could know why it happens so I can actually take advantage of it. Because when it kicks in, it can be pretty helpful. That's definitely an improvement, and it doesn't look too unnatural to me. Maybe this is a little long. But I would say that's definitely better. And you know what? I have everything I need to finish this, don't I? Oh, fuck me. Fuck. Yeah, so I can't place it in there. I have to take all of these down. and this cobble block and rebuild this pillar. Oh my god. Pretty sure it was like that. Yeah, that looks right. I do have torches, so I can finish that off. And that is actually fixed. Oops, I missed one. There we go. Okay, that looks a lot better, I think. Should I get rid of this grass? It's kind of... not a fan. Not a fan. I'll add it back if I really want it. And I don't like the way these flowers are placed exactly, so I think I'm going to redistribute them just a little bit. Okay, well, the sun is now falling, and I would say that is a good time to wrap the episode up. So we started on the Great Hall, got the stairs in place, and the little outside area. Now we just got to do the Great Hall, and I think the way I'll do that, I think I'll work on the Great Hall a little bit in each episode, not trying to finish it in any particular episode until it's pretty much close to being done, because it is going to be a lot. God, that always looks so good, so nice. I love the view we have. I think we picked like the perfect spot to like not only place the castle, but to orient it. I think this is exactly the right move. So we have begun progress on the Great Wall. We have put a cool sword that we cannot see right now, but we saw it and we know it's cool. Added a few cool little things to our world. Actually got a decent amount of cobble. I'm kind of ahead on cobble now. And I actually have a ton of stone in here. Nice. So I think that about does it. So I've been thinking, I think the main reason it's so hard for me to push as many episodes out as I would like, whenever I plan the series out, whenever I'm planning an episode, I think I said this already, I always like to have one big thing that I build, and I guess in this case that was kind of the mighty sword. I think that's what I planned to title the video, so I should call it that. I finished the mighty sword, started the Great Hall, so I can call at least one thing done. That's the way I like to do these episodes. It feels right. The only issue with that is if I can't see myself finishing something, or I have a huge project in mind that I can't really get done in that one episode, I feel like it's not a legitimate episode. I don't know why. I kind of tell myself that simply working on something in an episode, even if nothing gets finished, it feels wrong. I feel like I should be able to say one thing is finished. And at this point, I feel like I'm really just wrong about that. That's probably hurting me a lot more than it's helping me. Because it means if I'm not ready to finish something, I just don't film the episode. And who knows how many days go by where I keep telling myself I won't be able to finish it, or I simply just don't have enough time to finish it. I feel like I'm just being too stringent, and that's one of the main slowdowns for putting these episodes out. So I think what I'm going to do from here on out is not worry about that as much. I think the episodes are generally just going to be me doing whatever I can with the little time I have. Not quite as focused as they currently are, although I'm not dropping that entirely because I do like to have something to kind of orient the episode around. But you can expect the episodes from here on out to be a little bit more laid back as far as that goes. And hopefully that should let me put out more episodes more consistently. Because when did I start this whole channel, actually? This whole project, like a year ago? And where are we? Just because I have not been putting the content out, it's a bit silly. So let's just relax on that. I'm gonna have many more episodes where I'm just working on stuff. But I do apologize for going totally radio silent over the past probably like 4 weeks now. I'm gonna put a lot more effort into getting content out now. So I think that's all I wanted to do and say in this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Goodbye.